What's going on, everyone? I hope you're very well. I hope you're having a very nice weekend. If you're in Mexico, a long weekend. So, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to my terrarium channel. Today, we're going to do something that, even though it's bonsai related, we're going to do something that I usually do, or I frequently do in my terrariums and aquariums channel. Working with very, very small things. A couple of months ago, I visited the beach and I found this really, really cool looking stone. Yeah, we can see that it's naturally hollowed here in the middle. We can see that it's still got the remains of the reef, and all of those microorganisms that thrive on the rocks, in the ocean. So I thought it was really, really cool. It was already dead, so, I saw no harm in collecting it. So that's why I'm showing you this today. But remember, you got to be careful. You got to source everything that you use responsibly, and so you don't damage the environment. Another very cool thing about this rock is that it's very porous, and it also comes with almost natural drainage, because it's got a couple of holes there that we can see go all the way through and out the other side of the rock. So it's gonna be something that's gonna have very nice drainage. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna use these little pine seedlings that you've seen in previous videos, Pinus Cembroides. Of course, these are species that are not particularly small, but are gonna look very, very good. I'm gonna keep them here, contained here, but my plan for the future is to keep this stone with the little seedlings on it, maybe on a larger pot, with much more soil on the bottom, so the roots can continue to grow into the soil and then maybe into a rectangular or oval shaped bonsai pot in the future. But meanwhile, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna plant those three. Got two here and another one over here in this little stone. So what I have here is a little bit of keto, right, in order to create a little contention wall here. Is that the name? I don't know. We're going to create a barrier here so the substrate doesn't wash off of the stone. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with my hands. And just as if I was working with putty or modeling clay, I'm going to create that barrier there. It's going to be sitting like this, or maybe like this. I'm not necessarily sure yet, but that's the main thing that I want to do. Create this little barrier here. And then proceed to fill it with nice bonsai soil. So I got a very small tool here to do that. This was given to me by my girlfriend, so thank you, baby. And I'm just gonna go in and fill it up. To have a little mount there, and then we proceed with the saplings. So I'm gonna pause the camera so I can take these out of their little pots one by one, and then we'll proceed with the planting. So let's go ahead and do that. So here I got sapling number one. I'm gonna go in. We can see that the roots are nice and white, nice and active. So I carefully place it in position. Now that I look at the stone and the very, very, limited space that we have, might be a good idea just to leave it as a single planting, just one little tree. Well, let's see how 2 or 3 look. Okay, what do you guys think? One looks cool. Let's see if we can continue with the other two. So I'm going to leave this here for the moment. I'm going to remove the soil of these two, and then we continue, right? I'm going to do this on camera just so that you can see. It's very easy. You just have to be careful with the little roots. And here we can see what I just told you, right? Let's see if it focuses. There. The roots are nice and active. So it's just a matter of coming in. If you want to place it securely into position, you can go ahead and apply a little bit of the ghetto soil to leave it in place, and then you cover just a little bit, just a little bit, like so, and then you continue with the regular bonsai soil, like so. Oops, making a mess. I'm gonna clean it up. That's number 2. And let's see if we can fit the other one over there. So, same thing, coming in. The roots are there. It's just a matter of coming in, a little bit of ghetto on the sides, another one over here, right, and let's see. Carefully add more bonsai soil. And a little bit more keto on this side. So we can see that there's a little root emerging from this side. So we can go in, push this to the bottom if we can. There we go. That looks nice. There we go. Right, so we can see that it's practically finished. The only thing left for us to do would be, I'm not particularly sure if I should cover the whole thing in keto, but what I am gonna do is, all of those edges from where soil can wash off, I'm gonna go ahead and place a little bit, just so that everything stays mostly into position. Yeah. So like so. This little guy over here is a bit loose, so maybe let's see how it looks like so. I think I'm gonna place this here already, just so we can see better. Let's see. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. We can see that all 3 of them are planted. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm not sure if I should cover the rest with the keto soil here so it stays in place. Maybe I will, so that everything stays there in place and secure. We'll see about that. I'm gonna pause the camera, think about it, and then we'll come back. So yeah, we can see that it's finished. The little planting, like you saw me do in the previous shot. I just placed the rock like I told you I was going to do, right on top of more soil so the roots can go into the soil as the little trees grow, and if they survive, of course. I hope they do. What I have here is a little bit of moss, just sphagnum moss that I'm gonna place around the edges of the planting, just so that this first few days there's enough moisture, there's enough water, so that these little guys have a fighting chance. So that's pretty much it. I think it looks okay, looks nice. I hope they continue to grow, they continue to thrive. These are Pinus Cembroides, and I think, just as with any pine, really, location is key. You should keep this in a very, very well lit spot, sunny spot, where they can receive the sun, they can receive lots of light. And you got to be careful with the watering. They don't like wet roots. So I'm only applying this sphagnum moss so that they can root. I've heard that sphagnum moss has got some substances, some phytohormones that plants can use to create more roots. And if a root was damaged in this operation, this sphagnum moss can also prevent the plant from drying up. Yeah. So the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to water it a little bit, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so here we got the last shot. I got a spray bottle here. I'm going to tweak the brightness there. Got a spray bottle. Yeah. So I'm going to just break the surface tension here, and then I'm going to water a little bit more generously. And the rest of the water, I'm just going to use this water bottle that I also use for my terrariums. And it's really cool because no matter where you are, you just squeeze it, and there's a nice little jet of water that comes out. Yeah, so that's basically it for this video. I hope these little guys can survive. If not, I got tons and tons of other little seedlings that I can plant in this rock, because the rock is very, very cool, like you saw. Yeah, so the last thing that we're going to do in this video, this brightness setting is a pain. So the last thing that I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you a little sapling that I wired a couple of days ago that looks really, really cool. It's same species of Pinus Cembroides. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at that, and then we'll call it a day. So it's this little guy right here. You can see the same species, we can see the same foliage over there, and tons and tons of other little seedlings. And that's another one over there that are already bent, that are already styled a little bit, and that you've seen in previous videos, I think. But anyway, I moved this into our colander, so that will be the next step with this little guy. Yeah, that will be the next step. A couple of years ago, I saw this YouTube channel about a Vietnamese gentleman that did this with Japanese black pines, and the results after a couple of years were amazing. So I decided to give this a go with these saplings that I got readily available, and I'll let you know what it turns out. Right, I got a couple more, so I think I'm going to shoot another video where I show you the process, but it's pretty straightforward. Anyway, I hope you like this video. I hope you continue to have a very nice day. Subscribe to my other channel, this channel as well, please, so I can make more and more videos. So if you got any comments, questions, doubts, anything, drop them down below. I'll see you in the next one.